At a wedding we attended, my wife danced with her male best friend all night while ignoring me. When someone asked if she was married, she said, "Not really. It doesn't count when he's boring." They laughed. I just watched. The next morning, she woke up alone. My wife Olivia and I were married for 4 years. The problem was Ben, her male best friend. For the first few years, I tried to be the cool, trusting husband. But after we got married, her sense of entitlement grew, while her respect for me shrank. It was the constant texting with her phone angled away from me, the way she'd bring Ben up in every conversation, comparing my choices to what he would have done. The moment I knew I had to start planning my exit was 8 months ago. We were planning our anniversary trip. I'd spent weeks researching a quiet mountain cabin. When I showed her the pictures, she seemed underwhelmed. The next day, Ben says we should go to that resort on the coast instead. It wasn't a suggestion, it was a decision she'd already made with him. We went to the resort, and I spent 4 days watching her text him pictures of every view. I realized I wasn't being a cool husband, I was being a placeholder, the boring infrastructure for the exciting life she was living with other people. So I started being a planner. I called a lawyer and had a consultation to understand my rights. The house was in my name, bought before I met her. I opened new bank accounts and began diverting most of my income there, leaving just enough in our joint accounts to maintain appearances. The wedding last Saturday was the final straw. She spent the entire night attached to Ben's arm, making a spectacle on the dance floor while ignoring me. Around 10 p.m., I saw some woman point at Olivia's wedding ring and ask if she and Ben were married. Instead of saying no and pointing to her actual husband 20 feet away, Olivia put on a show. She laughed this fake laugh and said, "Oh, I'm married, but not to Ben, unfortunately." Then she leaned in conspiratorially. "Not really anyway. It doesn't count when he's boring." No anger, no explosion, just quiet certainty. This wasn't a marriage, it was a joke, and I was the punchline. I walked out, went to our hotel room, packed my bag, and drove home. I got there around 11:30 and went to work. I went to the smart home control panel, found her profile, and deleted it. Her access code was gone, key fob deactivated. I changed the garage entry code. In 5 minutes, she was locked out of my house. Next, I cut off the money. I transferred every penny from our joint account to my personal account. Then I reported her credit card as stolen. The account froze instantly. I spent 3 hours packing every piece of her belongings into 42 boxes I'd bought for this exact purpose. Everything went into the garage. At 3 a.m., I emailed my lawyer, file it. The call started the next morning. First cheerful from the hotel, she thought I'd left for work, then angry when her card was declined. Finally, panic when she couldn't get in. "I'm locked out," she screamed. "I know," I said calmly. "Let me in." "No, I heard what you said last night. I heard you tell everyone your marriage doesn't count because I'm boring." "You're free now. You don't have a boring husband or his boring house." She started denying it. It was just a joke. I'd misunderstood. "It doesn't matter," I said. "Your things are in 42 boxes in the garage. A moving company is taking them to storage tomorrow. The bank account is empty, credit card canceled, divorce papers will be served Monday. We're finished." I could hear Ben telling her I was bluffing. "You can't do this," she cried. I already did. I hung up and blocked both numbers. Within a day, the whisper campaign started. I was the jealous, controlling husband who'd had a breakdown. I needed proof. I remembered the bride's cousin Maya filming everything for Instagram. I messaged her asking for clips to make a memory book. She sent me all her videos. I found it. A 10-second clip where you could hear everything perfectly. Olivia's fake laugh and her voice crystal clear. "Not really anyway. It doesn't count when he's boring." I sent that clip to the bride and groom, Olivia's parents for sister, and Ben's girlfriend Emily. The text was simple. "I know you've been hearing stories. This is the truth." 6 months later, the divorce is final. The video didn't just end my marriage, it ended their whole world. The bride and groom cut Olivia off completely. Her parents withdrew all support when they couldn't deny the video evidence. She had to get her first real job waiting tables. Ben's girlfriend Emily posted the clip on social media and torched them both. Ben's reputation-based sales career imploded. I bought a quiet downtown condo. She called me boring. Maybe I am, but my life is peaceful while hers is complete wreckage.